Alberta's chief electoral officer has slapped fines on dozens of municipalities, universities, and colleges for making illegal donations to the Progressive Conservative Party. He found 45 cases of illegal donations between 2010 and 2011. Who is actually embroiled in this controversy? What's the fallout been like so far? Aaron Collins, CBC's Aaron Collins, is on the story. He's in Calgary right now. And Aaron, exactly what were the findings of Elections Alberta?
Right, well, you mentioned those 45 illegal donations, and the reason that they were illegal is because of who made them. They were basically made by publicly funded bodies, so municipalities, school boards, these kinds of things, and they were generally small donations, anywhere from $75 to a couple $1,000s, and they were for fundraisers. They were for golf tournaments and the Premier's dinner, this kind of thing, but that's not allowed. And when you add it all up, there was about $20,000 worth of donations that went to the Progressive Conservative Party, and today the report basically said that this isn't allowed, this has to be stopped moving forward.
What's the reaction been like thus far? Is the Conservative Party, Progressive Conservative Party, in trouble at all for accepting these donations?
Well, I think anyone that follows politics out here knows that the Tory party is resilient, more than 4 decades in power. So, you know, it's going to be hard to say this early how much trouble they're going to be, and that's going to be up to the electorate. Obviously, all of the opposition parties, and we have a stronger opposition here in Alberta than we're used to with the emergence of the Wildrose Party, are nipping at the government's heels on this one. They are certainly saying that this is systemic abuse that's existed because this party has been in power for 4 decades, and these things should be expected and have to be stopped. But, you know, whether or not this ends up hurting the Tories long term, hard to say.
I mean, there's been so many questions about donations, that big controversy over donations that Edmonton Oilers owner Daryl Katz made to the PC party. What's the latest on that?
You know, and you mentioned that's that big donation, and I think that might get more traction as sort of that investigation comes out. That's separate from this. Daryl Katz has made a large donation at the end of the campaign for government here in the province, somewhere between $300,000 and $400,000. Now, the limit on individual donations is about $30,000. So, what's going to have to be determined is whether or not Mr. Katz, who says he and family members and close associates made that donation collectively, they're going to have to determine whether or not what they did was okay, whether or not it came through in one check or not. Now, where that is right now, there's been a retired justice and a couple former police officers, independent investigators that have been appointed to look into that. There's really no timeline on when we'll know what they've turned up. That definitely could gain more traction simply because of the larger numbers involved. Yeah,
big numbers in that Katz controversy there. All right, Aaron, CBC's Aaron Collins in Calgary, another one of these donation issues flaring in that province. Thanks, Aaron.
Cheers.